What's up everyone, this is Ryan Eckert with Peak Endurance Solutions, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the split squat jump exercise. Alright, so for the split squat jump, this is almost what I would consider a slight progression on squat jumps, just because now we're essentially jumping vertical straight up and down, but from a lunge position instead of a squat position. So probably a little bit less powerful from this position, so it kind of requires a little bit more technique, coordination, balance, and a lot more force put through the ground to actually get upward, whereas with the jump squat, you have both legs propelling you upward equally, whereas in this one, you're kind of in a split stance, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to do. But for this, you're gonna get set up in essentially a lunge position, so you have to, at the very least, be able to do a bodyweight lunge with this for this exercise. And so you're gonna get set up in a lunge position, and we're essentially just jumping up off the ground from this lunge position and landing in a lunge position, but with the opposite foot out forward. So you're jumping up, switching the leg that's out in front, and then landing. So with this one, ideally we're jumping straight up and then landing in a perfect lunge position. And then just like with any plyometric or power-based exercise, the goal is then to absorb our body weight as it's coming back down onto the ground, and then try and get back up off the ground as quickly as possible to make it an explosive and plyometric exercise. I'm gonna play it here so you can see it, but essentially it looks like a lunge just with a jump at the top, okay? So I descend into the lunge, and as soon as I land, I go into a full depth lunge, but I go straight back up into the next split squat jump. Okay, so I'm keeping a nice neutral torso and head position throughout it all. I'm not hunched over too much, I'm not leaning backwards too much. I get my arms into this a little bit, but you can get your arms involved with this as well. Essentially what that would look like is, as whatever leg is out in front, you're driving up with the opposite arm or hand, just like you would if you were running, so it kind of simulates a running type motion. So you can get your arms involved a little bit more than I do if you want to try and get a little bit more power or force output into this, or just to replicate kind of a running-like motion a little bit better. But essentially all that matters here is that we're transitioning from lunge to lunge, from side to side, and we're being explosive with it. So we're landing with good lunge technique. We're landing with weight going through the middle of our front foot and through the back of our back toe. Nice neutral torso, neutral head position like I mentioned. And then as soon as we land, we're trying to jump up explosively as quickly as we possibly can to get the most out of this exercise. And that's how to do the split squat jump exercise.